Alright guys, welcome back traders, and a warm welcome to all the new viewers. This is where I live record myself trading and share my thoughts before, during, and after each trade. We're currently on our way to the next milestone of 250,000 in trading profits. Today is, it is Thursday, March 30th, and it is 7 a.m. Eastern. The market conditions are still pretty tough. I mean, we're still in a bit of a kangaroo market. We're not getting a lot of follow through. And actually, what probably would be even easier to show is we are a little bit of on a bounce on the SPY though, but it's just a tough market, you know. Right here, the Russell, it's just a lot of chop we've been seeing, kind of down from the highs. The SPY slowly trending higher, but a lot of resistance. And it feels like every time it picks a direction, it gets chopped right back down again. Some of the tickers when we've been watching are more large caps than small caps, so not my ideal trading. But we are getting some multi-day runners, so that's good. Either way, I intend to focus on really just getting green, getting out. I think that's still the best policy. I don't really want to overstay my welcome. I'll kind of trade whatever, as long as there's that good classic momentum front side. And other than that, I am still feeling a little bit under weather, so I want to, just keep that in mind. No need to force it there as well. Anyway, guys, don't forget to check out the channel homepage video, which we're going to actually be coming out with, I think, today. And it'll teach you a little bit more about everything going on in this channel. And if you do find these value in these videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. The best way to accelerate your learning curve, remember, guys, is to drop a comment below these videos. That way we can engage and we can learn together much faster. Also, remember, these videos are for educational entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Let's have a profitable day. So since there's no top gainers that I really find interesting, I'm going to just kind of pause it for now and get back to it as soon as something pops up. Also, it's really important to remember to watch those former gappers, as they will most likely get a lot of attention if there's no new tickers. FRGT is popping up here, but that volume is very low on it, and I don't really like the fact that it's not up over 40%, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be touching this one just yet. Also, what I find weird is the gap day didn't have really any volume to show for it. I find that very unusual. Air freight, logistics, 3.2 million shares outstanding, 5 million market cap. Yeah, I don't know. No real catalyst. Well, it does have a catalyst, but let's see here. It came out on the 24th. No real catalyst on that day besides stock split. Let's see. Yeah, no wonder it didn't have much of a catalyst or volume. FRGT moving again. The lack of volume on this ticker has me kind of on edge, but the fact that it gapped up and held its highs now for several days is a good sign, even though it is a reverse split. I'm just not super excited about this kind of action. At least it has volume today. So I just went all pre-market without making a trade. Very slow. Good news is we have EHC popping up, or it popped up a little bit ago, but it wasn't really that interesting. It's still not really that interesting because I typically don't trade tickers until they're up over 40%. But let's quickly look at this one. We have $2, a bit of a critical zone. A software company, it's 71 million shares outstanding and 121 million market cap. Kind of a mid cap, but small mid cap. And there seems to be a lot of news coming out about this company, so there definitely is news. The problem with it is the fact that the volume is just very light again. And before it popped up, the biggest volume candle, was a big red candle down. So not really exciting. We'll see. I'm gonna wait for the market open. All right. Well, we have another 20 seconds before the market open. There's not one ticker that I'm actually excited about, which is pretty rare. Again, I'll be looking at former gappers, VKTX, ENVX, OSCR. They're all popping up right now, so we might see some continuation on them. Here we go. They're just very light volume, also very extended at the moment. So in terms of day trading them, it's maybe maybe a little bit more tricky, but yeah, we'll see. We also have another ticker, EVGO, that posted in the Discord. I think there's some opportunity here. I didn't trade this pullback because I just went to the restroom, I'm going to be completely honest. But let's just kind of map out some zones here at 730. And let's see, special retail companies, 70 million shares outstanding, 500 million market cap. So classic large cap again. That's fine. Definitely a big support zone right here. Does seem to have some catalysts coming out as well. Looks like up on earnings. I'm usually not crazy about earnings winners. They don't tend to be so explosive, but they can give you some pretty okay trends. So it seems to be a bit of a support zone right here as well. I have an awkward zone, maybe like 870 or so. Right now we're in that critical resistance area, and I think it's worth keeping an eye on this ticker for now. Okay, got a fill. Looking for a little bit of continuation here. Probably first trade will be a little bit quicker than usual, just to get a little bit of green in if I can. Let's see. Quick pop lower again. So far it seems like there's pretty good support here. Seems to be holding well. Trading a little bit this spread. A lot of sellers there at 719. Taking my profits. I'm looking to buy again. Could see a break here at 730. But first trade on a new ticker, I like to get a little bit of green in, especially in this market. Like I said in the beginning, just kind of getting some green trades in, getting out, not holding. So we'll wait here a little bit longer, wait for another setup. So there was a light crack of 7.3, but man, it's really not holding well. Maybe we're going to get a nice rip. Ah, there we go. There we go. There's that push. Still very weak and gets rejected instantly. So breakout trading is really not a thing you want to be doing right now in this market. Okay, bigger pullback. Trying to get a little bit of size here. Off the 9 EMA. Pretty classic setup. Let's see how well this holds. Looking for a move back over 730. Good initial pop. Not sure if we're going to hold here. Maybe we'll even rip past 7.3. I kind of doubt it, but we could see a move like that. The sell-off has been a little bit lighter. I'm taking quick profits though. Could push right here over 7.3. Pulling back a little bit first, going again for a small entry. Let's see. Smaller size this time. Oh, look at that. Sellers just come right in so quickly. I'm out. Very scalpy, I know. But I just can't really justify anything else in this market. VHC pushing up right now, and I'm a little bit nervous because every time it pops higher, it has these really aggressive flushes. So you want to be very mindful of that. You could see a double top here. Maybe it's going to break it. So far, kind of holding. Could maybe try to trade this one with small size. I do feel like we might get a flush, so I'm going to just be really mindful of that and ideally buy into a sort of flush. I think that would be ideally the best. EVGO did have a bit of a breakout here, but it's having way too little volume. I'm going to trade VHC with very small share size because I do think there's a chance I might get flushed into. So if that happens, I want to be able to size fairly quickly. think if we break 245, we might get that pullback really, really aggressive right after. So that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, this is slow. This is one of those tickers where you want to be a bit fearful, and when you're very fearful, that is actually when you want to be buying. When you're very greedy, like feeling FOMO right here, is exactly when you want to be selling. This is just not a ticker to, you know, you want to be careful. You don't want to top tick this ticker because it's proven that it can flush very aggressively. Here for the breakout, here for the breakout of VWAP, and then here for a breakout of new high a day. So really got to be mindful of that on these kind of plays. They can get you in the wrong position really quickly. So let's see how this ticker runs up, and if it does have a pullback, I'd be happy to jump in it. Otherwise, I'm happy to miss it. EVGO didn't really amount to much. Kind of a sad story there. Man, a lot of tickers just aggressively selling off. Right now, as VHC is pushing up, and technically I would have been good off trading here, but I think the risk was too high. What I'm focused on now is, you know, right now at this critical $2.50 zone, it's always a psychological zone. If buying volume fades, it could drop quickly. So right now the volume though is very actually consistent and high, so that's a pretty good sign. So we'll see what happens. So far I was pretty wrong about VHC, which is fine, better safe than sorry. But again, this is one of those moments where I feel like you might get a little bit of FOMO, a little bit of greed, and this is exactly what you need to watch out for. Yeah, there's already a bigger dip. We would like to see even a bigger dip, maybe into the 7% pullback zone. I'm not sure if we're going to get something that major, but that's something I would be looking for a potential dip buy. EKTX actually moving pretty nicely as well right now. Here we go. Quick recovery there. Alright. Oh, didn't actually mean to remove my limit order. The lower this one goes, the better. Looking to accumulate here as much as possible around the 9 EMA and then look for that second move up. Not sure if we'll get a high day move again, but the volume is increasing, so that's a really good sign. No surprise with the big sell-off. That's what we were waiting for. So we'll see how this one behaves. Right now there's definitely bids coming back into it. It's hard to buy breakouts, I feel like, in this market. It's so difficult. I have a very small share size on this one right now. I would be looking to do about 15, even 2,000 shares, maybe even 3,000. So very small share size right now, unfortunately. Oh, look at that. That was interesting. Yeah, I mean, that was a nice little bounce. So now we can start accumulating a little bit nicer. Happy I managed my risk here a little bit. VKTX actually moving really nicely. Let's see if we can get that move back to 2.5. I'm not sure if we're going to have a breakout from here. I'm not sure. Two aggressive sell-offs. we're not really in that 5-minute setup right now. Unless we get back above 250, I'll put an alert here just to remind myself. If we're back over 250, we're on a new 5-minute high, and that can be quite bullish. The drops on this ticker are just, oh, they're so strong. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw another one. Bid's starting to crawl up here a little bit more. That's good to see. Overall, we're in a pretty green market, so that's really good to see as well. Possible break at 250. No, they came back a bit. Taking a little bit of risk off here. Nice push. Wow, look at that. Taking a little bit more risk off. Looking for that last push here. Selling the rest. Although 250 is holding really well, it just constantly feels like there's so many sellers on this ticker. Nice. There's that push. I love to see it. Even if I'm not in it, it's nice to see things actually work out, because there's just been so many failed moves that, you know, you get a little bit uncomfortable. And I'm definitely quite uncomfortable in the tickers that we're trading. So nice push there for sure. I definitely sold too soon, but like I said, that's fine. I'm just trying to get my little pops here. So left maybe 2% on the table or so. Who knows where I would have actually got it out. VK, TX, nice little front side grind. I have a limit order here on a different broker, a little bit lower. I was constantly trying to get these. See where my alerts are? That's where my limit orders are. Unfortunately, we never got her filled. Not sure if we will. A lot of support around 245 again. Right now, I am up on the day 200, and I probably would feel pretty comfortable calling it. So just gonna watch a little bit longer. Nice. So it actually was a pretty good 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback. I love these setups. I didn't trade it this time though. You know, I think there's a pretty good chance this ticker might keep trending more aggressively. You're just always risking that, you know, 5-6% flush. I'm not at my daily goal, but I got a lot to do today. We got the podcast and I got another video I'm filming. So I think I'm actually gonna call it earlier. Instead of trading till like 11 o'clock, just because, you know, get a little bit of green in. And I know if I have a red trade right now and I lose 50, 100 bucks, I'm just going to get a little bit on tilt, and I don't think it's really worth it. So I'll take I just import my trades, only 4 trades today, 100% profit margin, no red trades, which is nice. Pretty decent little winners here. I think I'm happy with today. No big home run trades or anything, just a lot of little base hits. So I'm happy with that. We had EVGO. I had 3 trades on this one. A lot of resistance here in this area, so I wasn't looking for a big breakout, a big win. And then we had VHC here, where I got my, I was waiting for that pullback that I got. So I just being patient today, paid the bills. I do think this could be a really good entry right here on the 9 EMA. But again, like I just don't have that comfort level to where I really want to be trading it. APL, I'm also being called out, but I don't see any volume on it. It's an IPO. I think, you know, VHC is probably the only ticker I would probably keep trading at this point, unless there's something amazing that popped up. I just know I'd be so annoyed if I got a red trade in right now, just because I kind of need to leave, and then I would be like, oh, I should have stopped. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It's not the market to push it. So thanks for tuning, guys. I'll leave you guys with a little bit of a fun fact, unless you didn't know. King Charles right now is in Germany, or I should say King Charles III is in Germany, and he's the first monarch to address the Bundestag. So I was driving by the Bellevue yesterday, which is basically the German White House, and I actually saw Schultz on the lawn. So a lot of people seem quite supportive of the whole entire thing. So I just wanted to mention that quickly. Other than that, it does seem like the market is very strong, especially growth tickers. So I'm still looking to grow my Invest 52 challenge, which I'll be making a video out shortly. All right, guys, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Actually, I might not be here tomorrow because I will be traveling to North Germany, so I might not be trading tomorrow. We'll see how early we get there. If not, have a great weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Likewise, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.